Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Michelle Seaside Crafter. This is what I was doing. I decided I was making a card for my grandmother using those Dollar Tree stamps, and I have some dies that I already punched out, some frames. The reason why the sunlight is coming through is because I have to show you something, and I think the sunlight is the best light to show you. So what I did was I took those butterflies and, well, just the butterflies, and I was coloring with my Copic. This is how one of them came out, the smaller one, and then I did the bigger one, and some Wink of Stella on there. So this is what I wanted to show you, a couple of things. But first, I tried to cut out the little antennas, but as you can see how tiny they are and so thin. I managed on the small one, but on the big one, I couldn't do it. So I cut them off on both of them, and I put a little black gem there, and I put those little stamens that you put inside flowers, and I have a whole bunch of them. I have red and white, but I'll show you what I did. So to make this little guy, what I did was, these are the stamens that I have. So I took one of these, and it's like double-sided, and I'll show you what I did. So I took the double-sided one, and what I did was, if you can see, what I did was, I'm going to try to zoom you in here. This side was done with just from the Dollar Tree permanent marker, was this side, which is a nice black side. And on this side, as you can tell, it's kind of like a little purpley. This was done with, for some reason, I don't know how, but I do not have a black in my Copic markers, but I do have slate. So I used slate on this. And if you use black magic marker on things, if you color over it, sometimes it has that bluish purplish tint, which is what the Copic marker had, but the permanent marker didn't. So I didn't have like a Sharpie. This is the only thing I had, and it was brand new. So as you can see, the black Sharpie Dollar Tree marker worked best. But another thing I found out too is, if you have them and you're handling them, oh, maybe not. Maybe I handled one. I did this a little while ago, so I was handling it and the black was rubbing off. However, I think because I didn't let it dry, so I had to just redo it. But this one is not even coming off, so that's awesome. So if you let it dry, you won't have to do it. So I want to just show you how I did that. I'm going to see if I can go over this one, because I still need an extra one for my, I need another one for my other butterfly there. I didn't do one for that one. So I just did it in my hand, and I'm just covering up the Copic marker ink, and I just turned it and colored it until the whole thing was covered, and I did the whole thing. You just twist it with your finger, because it's gonna turn. You know, if you just keep turning it, you'll be able to see spots that you missed, even though you're not going to see most of that black anyway, most of this twine or rope, whatever it's on. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to do one more, because I might need one more. This is the same same white one. So the card I'm doing for my grandmother, she had surgery last week. I just want to send her a card telling her that I'm thinking about her. And do you know I did not have one that said get well or anything like that? So I was looking through my stamps, my word stamps, and I found one that came from a set from Joanne Fabric a few years ago, a couple of years ago. And that's where I got it from. I'll show you the one it was. We used to have Joanne near us, however they closed, and then an Ollie's opened up next to in its place. So I really don't have any craft stores very close to me. We do have a Michael's, but I like to go to different places and check things out. There isn't even I don't even know the nearest Holly Hobby is for me. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry. While that's drying, I'm going to show you something else I did. So I wanted to put a little head on the little guy, and for some reason I did not have a black gem. So what I did was, I need a small one for this one. I just took plain clear rhinestone and my black magic marker, and I already did that one. So this one I just have to do a small one. So I'm going to pick a small one out. Let's see if it cooperates now. You know it's not gonna. And I'm just going to color, oh my gosh, color this one. So all I did was I just took the black marker and I just covered over it, and it stays pretty good. You know, you have to let it dry, and then I made sure, like on the sides, that it was covered. Not that it's gonna make that much of a difference. So that's all I did. So once you let it dry, because if you keep touching it, you're gonna wipe the ink off. But I'm gonna let that dry, and there's my black butterfly head. So we'll let those dry for a second. So what I was doing next is I just took a piece of heavy cardstock and made my card base. Let me put you guys out more. And now I apologize for the sun. But now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to see if this will help. Okay, so now what I did was I had my card base, and I took a piece. I used two different paper pads from 100 years ago. The textured cardstock was this one, Best Occasions textured cardstock. And then for it's like a pinkish red, I used this one, which was on clearance, the summer cardstock from Die Cuts with a View, DCVW. Yeah, so those are the ones I used for that. This was the stamp set that I used. It's from that Ms. Sparkle & Co. and Just a Note, and that's from Joanne. If you can see that. So I used that. So my thinking is, why I came up with the yellow and pinkish red, I don't know. I think I wanted to play around with colors on the butterfly, and those colors just came natural to me. So what I plan on doing is, this is my card base. It's going to be, well, the orientation is going to be the long way. And I wanted to put some kind of decorative edge, but as you can see, this isn't gonna fit. Like a decorative edge, something better than that. My hands are filthy. It wouldn't have showed. So I wanted to do something. I have to get my other white. So I wanted to do something different on the edge. So what I had was, I had this corner punch from Creative Memories from 100 years ago, and it just does that little bump on the top. All right. So that's what I did with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this glue. I'm going to try this beacon and see how that works on the paper. It should work pretty good. Let's see, do I want that small one or do I want the large one? Well, where's my other paper? Alright, so the other paper is like that, so I'm going to use that side. So I'm glad I looked, but we're going to use this side. So I'm going to try this out, see how it goes. I already opened it. I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to see how this works. I was using my Wink of Stella on those butterflies, and I hadn't opened it yet. Oh, this is a lot of glue, people. And I was having the hardest time, and I was texting my friend Lori, who is Petey Pie Designs. Hi, Lori. And I don't like that. So, I don't know. Let me see. I'll just grab some random paintbrush, spread it all out. I could not get this Wink of Stella to work. It was killing me. So I kept doing it. She was like, you gotta squeeze hard. And I was like, I'm squeezing hard. But anyway, finally, I didn't realize I had to push it down as I was squeezing it. Yeah. But I got it to work. It exploded a little bit, but yeah, that's alright. Alright, so that's there. Here's my base. Now what I want to do is, so this die cut, let me show you the sets I have for that. I had to use two different sets, not because I was planning on it, just because that's how it happened. So this one and this one came from it was a Spellbinders, okay? So I think it's Nestabilities because this one came from that die, and I saved this back, and it's Spellbinders Nestabilities Elegant Ovals. So I'm gonna assume maybe this one is Elegant Rectangles. That looks lovely. So this is how I store mine, like this. So those are the two dies that I used. I've had these for a while, so I do not know if they're still available. They probably could be. They could be. I think I've only had them for a few years, so they probably could be. All right, so that's that. So now what I want to do is I want to pop this up. Let's cover this up. I want to pop this card base up. And I know I just took them out. What did I do with my things? I know I just took them out. And now they're gone. Well, just crazy. Let me just get some more. So I want to pop up. I want to pop this up because now they're all going to be popped up. So I want to pop this one up first. I got to see how high these are. Because they don't have to be popped up that high. I think I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to use this just because I can make it long. I don't have to worry about I don't know what I was thinking before. Because it's got to go in the mail. So we don't want it too crazy thick. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is thinking I do want to put a couple of spots on either side. Maybe, I don't know about the corner, we'll have to see. Because these are not the same. This is the same width. This one is. I could use these. So let's see if I can use that instead. Because I want it to be the same. However, I don't want the white to show through. This is going to be a pickle. I think what I might do is this. I might stick these bad boys over here strategically. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut them in half. That's what I'm going to do. Cut them in half. We are all about getting things done. Getting things done the way they have to get done. This is just so it's not gonna come off, but this is so if you press on the side, it's not gonna dip down either. That's my thought process on that. So yeah, I did a few different dies that I cut out because I was looking for I was looking for a frame kind of, and so I was trying different colors and I didn't know I was going to do like purples, but I wanted it to be a little bit, I wanted it to be bright and cheerful. So I think these colors are bright and cheerful. And I think she'll like this. She's in her 90s. I want to say 96. I'm not exactly sure. Or it could be 94. But whatever it is, I gave her a birthday card with the wrong birthday on it. Because I put the number and it was wrong. And she asked my uncle to read it because it was wrong. However, in my defense, my mother told me her age, because I couldn't remember at that moment. Oh, she was funny. My grandmother is a hot ticket. She is funny. So, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to get this done quick. So, I used the same butterflies from the first time I tried, and all I did was, if any black was missing, I just used a black fine tip Sharpie to fill it in. But in actuality, if you're gonna put, once I put the Wink of Stella on, it didn't even matter. Everything was still gonna flow. Alright, so let's get this on. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to put this one on. And then I have the other thing. So, yeah, I was trying to do a whole bunch of different ones to see what I wanted to do, because I wanted to make her a card. I didn't know what kind. Then I didn't have the words "get well." 100 words, but that's the one I don't have. So I'm gonna have to redo that dragonfly stamp, because I want to redo that with you guys and see how that one works with the better ink. I'm trying to do this quick so my videos aren't like so long. All right, gonna just put that there. That wasn't off. All right, and last but not least, this one. I just felt like it needed something else, so this is why I'm gonna put that on. This tape, I know I got this from Dollar Tree. I found a couple things that I didn't show you during both of my hauls. They have these little mats. Did you see the little cutting mats they have? They have little cutting mats. Alright, so that's all that. Now, my plan is to put this guy here and put that there. But I also want to put this butterfly over here. And my other thinking was, should I put another butterfly over here, or is it too... No, that's going to be perfect. Okay. So I need some pop dots for that. And if this shuts off, then we'll have to probably do a part 2. I apologize, all my videos are all part 2. Alright, let's go. This is going to be the most painful part, is watching me do these little things. That's going there. That came out good, that stamp. Okay. So just a note. That's looking good. Look how cute. Yeah, I could end it like that, but nope. Does it seem like that's too much now? Because I was going to put that other one there. And then another one down here. No, we got to keep it. We got to go all the way, people. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my, oh, here's my gem. I'm going to use this. See how this works for the gem. I used hot glue on the other one, but let's just see how this goes. If I don't lose it. Okay, there's a little head. Now I have my hot glue gun ready. So what I did was I took the two ends and I twisted it in the back. This one I might have to cut though because I don't know how long it'll be. Yeah, it's going to be too long, so I'm going to have to cut this in the back. Cut that. Hopefully these two guys will stay together. So then I just have to hot glue in one spot. So I'm just going to add my hot glue. I just added my hot glue. I'm going to put these little guys on here. Make sure that they're up enough, first of all. I used that thing I got the other day. Alright, I got some hot glue over here. So I want to put that one there. I want to put another one right there. Or do you think I just need that one there? Because I still feel like it needs something. Well, what else I was going to do is also, I wanted to put some bling on it. I'm thinking maybe that would be okay like that. But I have this bling that I want to use. And I don't know what happened to them now. What happened to them? But I had these bling with these little tiny flowers, so my thinking was I would put a flower and a small gem on the 3 corners because I didn't do it. I'm not going to add that other flower. I mean the other butterfly. So I think that would be cute to add just that little bling to it. So that's what I'm going to do. hopefully this glue, I don't want to lose it. Hopefully this glue works good. I have to put some foam dots on this bad boy. So if I can get this on. I think I like it like that. All right, let's add the other bling. That's a lot of glue. See, I'm pulling them off these name things that those the glitter, not the glitter, the gems